Hey you guys, I got another good story for you, but before that, like and subscribe. So this story is about a military unit, a special ops unit that's under last deployment, and they think, oh, we're gonna get this cushy deployment, overseeing the transition of a classified military base into a national park. So this classified military base was surrounded by thick woods, and it was classified for a long time. And the new administration wanted to make it a national park in the interest of public interest, just PR stuff. And several military officials said, no, you can't do that, and the president said, why? The president responded, well, why? And they wouldn't tell him why. And they said it's a crucial military installation. He said, why? What's it for? And they couldn't tell him. They wouldn't tell him. And so they said, at least make sure it's safe before people go there. So they put a special ops unit in the watchtowers. So this military installation had fire watchtowers, very old fire watchtowers. And they were, over the years, periodically retrofitted. And they were very well built. So they were to, Army Corps of Engineers standards. And they were self-powered, there were solar and batteries and everything, and generators down below, and they would get food deliveries. So this military unit goes into the woods, and they're in these fire towers, right? And they're watching out for, what they think is, just perimeter security. And so they don't see anything. And, a couple days goes by, and they see a couple weird things in the distance, like some lights, and they think, oh, this is probably someone, checking the grounds. We're probably not the only unit. So they radio over. Is there another unit out there? Because they see, some weird red lights. They see like two red lights off in the distance. And so they when they see these two red lights off in the distance, they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, what are these? And then they vanish. So another night goes by, and they don't think much of it. But the two red lights come closer every night. The two red lights come closer and closer until one day they're at the bottom of one of the towers. And all of a sudden, all hell raises. Gunfire erupts. And their radio chatter starts going off. Like, what are you shooting at? 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 And all of a sudden the last thing you hear is, it's coming in the tower. Run. And then just an explosion. And then the red lights go down the tower. Tower's in flames. And they have no idea what this happens. This special ops unit is now terrified. They don't know what the hell just happened. Two red lights just went down the tower, but you can see some kind of shadowy mass. And keep in mind, the tower is powered by solar and batteries, so once that grenade went off, it was over. There's no lights. Darkness. So they start watching these red lights and saying, what the hell was that? Because they unleash so much hell, from grenades to bombs to everything else under the sun, bullets, the whole shebang, So the next night, one of the people on the tower sees on their security camera monitors, they see these red lights and this shadowy mass, this huge mass, kind of looks like cross between a dog and a person. This snarling beast, huge, staring at the bottom of the stairs. And then something unexplained happens. The electronic gate stops working at the bottom of the stairs, and it goes up the tower. It starts going up the tower. And so the soldier starts shooting. And he says, it's coming up my tower, it's coming up my tower, it's coming up my tower. Knowing what to expect now, they're well more prepared. Another guy starts shooting at the red lights, and nothing phases it. This keeps going, like nothing's happening. As they unleash holy hell from those towers onto that one tower. As it's going up there, the lights stay on, but everything turns red as the beast goes inside. And the windows all turn red. The lights in the windows all turn red. And it took a second, but they realized that it wasn't the lights turning red. It was the blood drenching the windows. And they started calling they started calling the tower. They started calling for their friend. They started calling him by name. They couldn't reach him. The beast emerges. And it starts going down the tower. Halfway down the tower, they're staring at it under shock. It just disappears. Jumps off the tower and disappears. It was never there. That mass just turns into smoke. And then they go. And the next night rolls around. Yeah, these are hardened special ops guys on their way out, thinking they got an easy posting. Not so much more. But they're not going to abandon their post at their last deployments. So they stay ready. They start planting claymores around the camp, waiting for it to come. Only that none of the claymores go off. They set claymores off in the distance. They set claymores and mines everywhere. They blanket the area in mines. Yet none of it works. Next night, another tower. More red. More gunfire. Not a single explosion. The last night, the last soldier plants large amounts of explosives around his tower, relocates all the claymores to create an unbreachable defensive perimeter, not only for him but whatever beast this is in the first place, and a remote detonation at the bottom of the tower by the gates. And a secondary remote detonation for the tree line. As a last effort, he blows up as soon as he sees the beast. He blows the tree line that it's standing in. Suddenly the beast is at the gate. And the beast suddenly gets hit with another explosion. As the smoke clears, the beast isn't there. He checks the other monitors real quickly and frantically sees that the beast is heading up the stairs. Somehow survived all of that, just like survived all the gunfire and all the previous explosions. And then there's a scratch, and a snarling beast at the door, as all he hears is and sends chills down his spine as the bass from the beast's growl vibrates the whole tower. Suddenly, every landmine that was left in the woods explodes, and the tower door bursts in. And more red. And the last of the red. And the end of the deployment for those guys. As someone came out to pick them up, they never showed. So they launched an investigation. They don't find the bodies, but they find this blood. Every tower drenched in blood except one. Blown to bits, but no bodies. Blood everywhere. No sign of any other footprints other than their own. No sign of the beast that was there. Ultimately, that site is still known as Site Alpha. It is not open to the public. And no one ever inquired into it again. If you like this story, like and subscribe. And I'll make more.